Hey everybody, how we doing? So, as we are approaching the solstice and things like that, holidays, we are in a massive influx of energy. And that influx of energy is working on counterbalancing old ass energies that don't serve us. Energies that have been deceitfully placed into our rays of energetics without our real true permission. And so there's a lot happening. It looks like sparkly rain. It can look like matrix columns. It can look like flashing. It can create dizziness. It can create some nausea. It can create some tiredness. It can create some palpitations. It can create a lot of things. And a lot of the palpitations are not just felt in the heart. What it is that every single organ has its own unique rhythm. And in order to work in orchestrating in this symphony called your physical energetic body, it has its own unique pulse. And in that pulse, it's finding a new space through this energy. So every organ, every cell is starting to beat to a little different drum. And so lots of times we will feel it in what we want to call the physical heart, when actually it's the higher heart is expanding. And so we're getting some tickety-tockety-toos going on in our bodies. It can create some brain heaviness, ringing in the ears, and some of the other things that we equate with just some energy up leveling. All right. So many are going to be feeling this, some more than others, depending on how much time you've taken to really drain what doesn't serve you. And so that has been on your agenda for a long time and on your awareness platforms through social media, but most people have no freaking clue what that meant or what to do with it. And so you don't do anything with it, nor do you find assistance through practitioners like myself to take a step forward and find your best suited energetic zone within what's happening and how to clean out the vessel so that these energies can come in with more grace and ease and get you revved up in a very positive way. So you got to take the step to do that, and it can be done in mini sprints. It's all a marathon, it's all short distances to get to a further distance, so to speak. And so some of that may require sitting in the dark, like emptying out and having nothing to fill that space is uncomfortable for many, many people. They feel like they have to fill space and keep busy, 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 and not have any space in place of voids. And actually, it's in the voids where you're going to learn what to place in the space that's new. And so I encourage many of you to find places where you can be in the darkness, to let go of what doesn't serve you, to clean out your closets, your subconscious closets, and to let this stuff that has got you on autopilot and what's had the world on autopilot, and to understand that we are here right now as columns of light to have our energies between the core of Mother Earth and all the way up connected to the Prime Source Creator through the Great Central Sun, and strictly be the column of light. And that is enough energy to help change the scales of balance. And that is what's happening. And so as we empty out stuff and we find the scales changing just through our spiritual journey in this physical vessel, anchoring in energy all by itself, without you thinking about it. It gets amplified if you set your intention. And you connect with the core of Mother Earth, bring it up through the body, take it up, connect with Prime Source Creator, bring it back down through the body into the core of Mother Earth, back up through the body to Prime Source Creator. And so you're weaving this energy as the physical conduit to ground the energy for both ends. So that can also help some of this new energy come through, and then help those that you may not see and you don't know are here to assist. It helps to charge their batteries as well. So you don't have to get into the mental mind of, oh, I got to understand every mechanic of how this is going, because that's not what you're going to be shown. And I've said this a million times for a couple years, is be careful what you're listening to and who you're listening to, because their column of light, their antenna, could be very well corrupted. Even if they think their intentions are good, they can be corrupted. And so as you raise your vibrations and you begin to see through some things, you'll pick up stuff that other people are saying that just isn't resonating with you anymore. And if you look back at the beginning of when maybe you started to follow them, you may realize, oh wow, I didn't realize that they've been this way all along. So there are people that have different egoic, darker agendas to pass along information from beings of light that they felt might be giving them information, and they're translating it out to you for the highest good without truly connecting with Prime Source Creator and clearing all of the crustation that is on their antenna, to maybe double check that what it is that they're relaying through themselves to you is more pure. That, my friends, is causing harm. When you just start spouting off, your pie hole just doesn't stop. And you do it, and then you want money for it. And then you want to contradict, because now you're feeding your energy full of, this I'm right. I've got the true connection. The only true connection that there is the one between you and Source. And Source will tell you through your higher self and your guide team and your high heart what information you're to funnel through and put back out. But in the meantime, the job is to clean and filter the energy through your body, to help Mother Earth sift and filter, to help Father Sky sift and filter. And then you will see, feel, hear, sense, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, etherically, differently. And I said it in other videos, the high heart is expanding. The pineal gland is more now because of energy frequencies that are here. And so lots of stuff's getting stuck here. So learning how to allow that to filter up and out, back down, up and out, really connecting with that breath, you may find that some of the things that you're getting does not necessarily need to be explained with the old ways of expression of words, with a limited vocabulary and a dictionary that's been provided for you on how to describe all of those feelings. You can't place something so big in just these little words. Like I said, you can't put air in a jar and say, look at that, I have got air. I've got air, everybody. I've got air. And that's what people do when they try to put a God source in a jar, or a God source in a brick and mortar, or a God source in a book. You're limiting the essence of this powerful Prime Source Creator. And it has a beat on every planet, and a beat in every thing. Every cell of the air, every cell of the atmosphere, every cell of your body, every cell of the earth, every cell of everything on every planet has the God source beat in it. But many of us have the switch down so low that we don't see it. It's very dim and dark. So if I could encourage you to sit in darkness, put a mask on, take out some sensories, ask your higher self to step in, know that your guardians of light are around you. Command guardianship over you so that your consciousness now can expand into different dimensions and give you information that is rightfully yours, and you can go and retrieve it. Okay? So if you're experiencing stuff, just know that your vessel is just changing. It's all this different types of metamorphosis. It's not just going into one cocoon and coming out as one being. We are literally changing the civilization and the species of who we are. We're changing. I've said that before. I'm saying it a little more loudly now because my guides are saying to do it. And then I've heard through messaging of clearer channels, confirmation of that. So not that I needed that at all, because I already know what's going on in whatever way I need to know it. Okay? And it doesn't mean I necessarily have to jump on here and share it. So while we're ramping up these energies and it's doing what it needs to do, your job is to sit in a little more darkness and allow the light to be shown to you, even if it's a glimmer and a glimpse, to trust that you're surrounded by the guardianships of the Prime Source Creator. So activate that, amplify that through commanding it so. However many times a day you need to do it. Get yourself grounded so that some of these symptoms and things don't take you off kilter, which will lower your frequency and then allow some undesirables maybe to attach to you. Because they're like, ooh, look at that. There's a low flying one. There's a low viber. Ooh, I think I'd like to ride on that. Well, that's not what you want. Okay, because then you really will get more mixed messages. We are here to clear all that out. And it starts with you tuning into here. All right? Your living, loving, breathing columns of light. Strengthen that. Be empowered by that. And power that up. That's your job. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on the next video.